Hi everyone, welcome to the Little Jade Tree News, Asian American news and beyond for kids by Glow. That's me. You're on episode 4, Pots of Gold for Asian Americans, Asians and Americans, Asian Pacific Americans. Before we hop into our very exciting news for you today, don't forget to subscribe to the Little News Ears YouTube channel. Find the Little News Ears podcast too. For Health is Wealth News, best breakfast for your brain. You can find this at www.eatthis.com by Desiree O. Do you want to boost your memory, ability to pay attention, and overall cognitive ability? Then it's a must that you know this. Here are the top 3 breakfast food that can make your brain sharp. Flax seeds. Okay, you need to grind this so as to be fully digested and get all the health benefits according to dietitian Rachel Fine. She's a nutritionist and a dietitian to the Point Nutrition. She said that you can sprinkle this on your cereal, oatmeal, yogurt, and smoothies. It is said to contain high percentage of ALA or alpha-linolenic acid, which is a type of omega-3 fatty acid found in plants. From Wikipedia, the 3 main omega-3 fatty acids are ALA, EPA or eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, also known as docosahexaenoic acid. These are often found in fish oils, salmon, and anchovies. From family Angrolidae, omega-3 fatty acids are nutrients that serve as energy source, build and keep your body, heart, lungs, blood vessels, and immune system healthy and strong. Top 2 of the list is to add walnuts, which can improve cognition or thinking as people age due to phytochemicals. Walnuts help. According to nutrition expert Francis Largeman Roth, RDM, phytochemicals serve as antioxidants or free radicals, scavengers, which can neutralize free radicals, which cause cell damage and oxidative stress, leading to fast aging. Third in the must list for breakfast would be berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries that help in delay of Parkinson's disease, which have stiffness, rigidity, and movement, and Alzheimer's disease. This causes the brain to shrink, known as atrophy, and our brain cells to die. For the world-breaking news, chess resolved after 150 years by an Asian American Canadian Harvard mathematician from Harvard. This you can find in scitechdaily.com, and this was written from Harvard University. Do you love playing chess or wanting to learn this brain game sport? The original version of the N Queen's mathematical problem first came out in a German chess magazine in 1848, known as the Eight Queens problem, and the correct answer emerged a few years later. In 1869, the much more expansive version of the problem emerged, which was left unanswered for 150 years. Wow, that's too long, right? Until late last year of 2021, when Michael Simkin, PhD, a postdoctoral fellow, Harvard mathematician at the Center of Mathematical Sciences and Applications, provided an almost definitive answer. Michael Simkin, PhD, calculated that there are about 0.143 n parentheses, and ways the queens can be strategically placed so none are attacking each other on giant NBN chessboards. The queen is said to be the most powerful piece on the chessboard because unlike any other piece, it can move any number of squares vertically, horizontally, and or diagonally. Taking into consideration the queen's gambit, if we put 8 of them on a standard board of 8 squares by 8 squares, the question is how many ways could they be moved so that none could attack the other? Around, well, they said around 92. But what if we place an even larger number of queens on a chessboard of relatively the same size, like 1,000 queens on a 1,000 by 1,000 square chessboard, or even a million queens on a same-sized board? Dr. Simkin focused on the spaces that have greater chances to be occupied. He had to figure out how many queens to be in each section, then set a formula to arrive at a valid number of configurations. The calculations led to the minimum number of possible configurations known as lower bound, then used entropy method to get the upper bound tagged as the highest number of configurations. It appeared that the lower bound answer seemed to perfectly match the upper bound answer. Dr. Simkin has been working on this for 5 years. Who figured out the breakthrough in combinatorics that focused on counting as well as arrangements of problems. In summary, Simkin PhD can analyze the algorithm, that is, the problem-solving, rules and calculations, especially by computer, and can tell you how many solutions possible to match the constraints leading to optimization problem, which means reducing the problem itself. That is so brilliant, Dr. Simkin. Now, for political leadership news. The highest ranking female Asian American official is among the top 100 most influential people in the world. And this you can find in time.com collection of 100 most influential people for 2021. U.S. Vice President Attorney Kamala Harris is among the Times top 100 most influential people in leaders category, who got her inspiration from her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, PhD, and her self-determination as a scientist in finding cure for breast cancer. She was born in Oakland, California, and graduated from the following universities like Howard University, University of California, and Hastings College of Law. Wow, that was so amazing, Attorney Kamala Harris, our U.S. Vice President. Her parents emigrated from India and Jamaica. Vice President Kamala is known for her slogan, Kamala Harris for the people. From the White House government website, whitehouse.gov website, since 1990, she specialized in prosecuting child sexual assault cases, did a groundbreaking program to give opportunity for first-time drug offenders to earn a high school degree, eventually find employment that became a model of innovation for law enforcement by the U.S. Department of Justice. She was a senator. A Vice President Harris established the first Bureau of Children's Justice in California in 2010. Won a $20 billion settlement for Californians and $41.1 billion settlement for both students and veterans against for-profit education company. Defended the Affordable Care Act, pushed environmental law, a leader in marriage equality movement. And that was so great. US Vice President Attorney Kamala Harris. For our terrific scientific news, world top scientists and university ranking is from Asia. Top 10 scientists of the world out of the top 100. This you can find in www.adscientificindex.com. Top 100 scientists. H.J. Kim, professor of Kyungbuk National University, whose research interests were mostly on high energy, physics, astroparticle physics, and scintillator. Scintillator is on luminescence, and ionization radiation. South Korea ranked #1 as world top scientists, the top 100 scientists that they base on the ADS Scientific Index, also known as the Alper-Dogger Scientific Index. This is a ranking and analysis system based on the scientific performance and the added value of scientific performance and the added value of the scientific productivity of individual scientists, unlike other systems that provide evaluations of journals and universities. It provides rankings of institutions and which are based on scientific characteristics of affiliated scientists. This new index has been developed by Professor Dr. Murat Alpura, MD, and Associate Professor Dr. Sihan Dogger, MD, by using the total and last 5 years values of the I-10 index, H-index, and citation scores in Google Scholar. While the H-index from Wikipedia stands for Hirsch Index, it's a metric for evaluating the cumulative impact of an author's scholarly output and performance. It measures the quantity with quality by comparing the publications to citations. Okay, it focuses more on the impact of the specific scientist rather than the journal. Eric Donald Hirsch Jr., is popularly known as E.D. Hirsch, is an American educator, a literary critic, and a theorist of education. He is tagged as Professor Emeritus of Education and Humanities at the University of Virginia. To be considered, this included subjects areas of the following. That is to be considered as part of the top scientists of the world, okay, and also university ranking. This includes the following subject areas: agriculture and forestry, arts, design and architecture, business and management, economics and econometrics, education, engineering and technology, history, philosophy, theology, law and legal studies, medical and health sciences. Natural sciences and social science, these are the ones that are included as well. That is why if you want to be recognized in the future as one of these top 100 scientists, as early as of now, you can prepare for it by making sure that you specify your subject, branch, and contribute so that you can also standardize, which means you make things based on standards for comparison. Your performance, you have to take note that the ADS Scientific Index accepted the official names of the institutions as well as academic branches accurately as they are specified on the university website. H.J. Kim of South Korea of Kyungbuk National University on Natural Sciences and Physics, and Shizu Akira of Japan from Osaka University on Medical Health Sciences and Immunology, Michael Greatzel of Switzerland from École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne on Engineering, technology, and energy engineering, made it to top 10 scientists with university ranking of the world. Where all the other came from, the rest of the rankings of the world were all from United States of America, specifically from Harvard University, Washington University, Washington University St. Louis, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and Indiana University Bloomington. Wow, and that is so fantastic. For the dynamic Olympic news, our last segment, gold medalists, Asians, and Asian Americans in the 2022 Winter Olympics. This you can find in NBCnews.com, Asian American Boundary Breaking Asian Olympians. People felt the adrenaline rush that is with so much excitement and stimulation with the recently held Winter Olympics in Beijing, China. The landmark gold triumph led by the two young phenomenal Asian American athletes, Nathan Chen, the first American gold medalist in men's figure skating, while Chloe Kim, gold medalist again in women's snowboarding halfpipe, who now become the literal faces of the US Olympic contingent, have exhibited Asian American pride, seeing them on top of the podium. Many spectators have classified the Asian American athletes as either having positive or negative immigrant values, looking into their commitment and loyalty for America, how their parents sacrificed, worked hard, or gave up their work in order for the said athletes to achieve their Olympic dreams. Nonetheless, Eileen Gu, gold medalist in big air and women's halfpipe freestyle skiing, and Zhu Yi, figure skater, are Chinese American athletes born in California, USA, who chose to represent China, the host nation. And the following list you can find in sports.yahoo.com 2022 Winter Olympics. This is for every gold that you should know for Asians and Asian Americans won. In figure skating, men's singles, Nathan Chen, United States. For pairs, Sui Wenjing and Han Kong for China. On freestyle skiing, gold, women's aerials, Su Mengtao for China. Women's big air, Eileen Gu for China. Men's aerials, Hui Guangfu for China. For short track, men's 1,000 meters, Ren Zhui for China. Men's 1,500 meters, Wang Daewon for South Korea. Snowboarding, women's halfpipe, Chloe Kim for United States. Men's halfpipe, Ayumu Hirano for Japan. Men's big air, Su Yiming for China. Speed skating, that will be men's 560 meters. Gao Tingyu for China. Women's 1,000 meters. Miho Takagi for Japan. That is so outstanding. So again, this is Glow of Little Jade Tree News, Asian American news and beyond for kids. Till next time, take care, cause I care. May your sweetness shine and your colors glow. Like me. Bye. See you.